Alright. Let's dive right in. Tales of Xillia, Day 3. Here we go. Gosh, where did we leave off? Oh, there we go. Alright, we're gonna skip the intro video. Apparently YouTube doesn't like it. It gets flagged and beats my videos, so we're gonna dive past it, jump straight into the game. Project Xillia. Oh, all my devices are beeping. Ho ho! Gosh, I wonder what that landscape is gonna be for in the actual story. Sapstrath Sea Haven. That's where we left off, apparently. I think we either just arrived here or we're just leaving town. I don't know if we talked to all these people. That old storyteller's been telling travelers that exact same story for decades. Yet if I try to start a conversation, he won't say a word to me. What a loon. Oh yeah, it was this guy. He told us all about the Devil's Arms. Maybe I didn't talk to everybody in this town yet. What's this guy want? Greetings, friends. People call me the Amazing Bounty Hunter. How would you folks like to help me with a little job? If you help me, I'll tell you why people call me the Amazing Bounty Hunter. Yeah, why not? Your mission is to eliminate the monsters attacking travelers on the high road. My sources indicate they have a nest in the Sapstrath Deepwood. Now go get them. Don't worry, if things turn hairy, my amazing self will be right there to help you. Sure you will, buddy. That at least does give us a side quest. Gosh, I could have swore I talked to people here. Guess I didn't. It's my job to haul the ship's cargo to Charlton. Speed is the name of the game, but all the military checkpoints popping up lately have been slowing things way down. Military checkpoints. I know we're on our way back to Fenmont. That's where we left off last time. Because we gotta destroy that machine that may or may not be holding the 4 spirits. This place always has nice weather and great food. I always look forward to stopping here.
You know, we're stocked with all the latest and greatest cooking.
Fresh mutton. I love that background dialogue. Interested in buying some of Sapstrath region's legendary fresh fruits and vegetables? You can't put a price on good health.
You know, we're stocked with all the latest.
Fresh mutton. That's the best background dialogue in the game. Even you have something to say. Welcome. Where are you headed today? Nowhere. Let me know if there's anything else you need. He has a regular talkie icon, which made me thought he would just have some dialogue. Rashagal is a country rich in nature, and the Sapstrath region may well be its lushest and wildest section. The Sapstrath Deepwood, in particular, is almost untouched by human civilization. Wow, we're gonna fight all kinds of monsters in there. The military sent over an emergency supply of wanted posters. I don't even know why they even bother. The illustrations are terrible. They could be anyone. Oh yeah. Look at those.
Those wanted posters. Is that Jude and Mila? Wow! You both look so evil.
That's supposed to be Jude and I?
Well, this is lucky. If that's what they're looking for, there's no way they'll ever catch us.
These are awful.
Oh, I'm sure this can't be fun at your age. Kids can be so self-conscious.
No, I don't care about me, but Mila looks terrible.
He's right. This is quite unfortunate. The whole reason I assumed this form is because its appearance is effective against men. Half the human population. But if I'm as ugly as I appear in that poster, I need to fundamentally reevaluate my strategy.
Wow, that is diabolical. I had no idea.
Jude, be honest with me. Am I attractive from a male perspective?
Well, you're beautiful, in my opinion.
And sexy. Ellie says she wants to look just like you. Tipo!
You have nothing to worry about, Mila.
So, what would you say are her finest features?
Oh, maybe how good she smells, or those amazing curves.
Yes, I see. Thank you for your invaluable opinion.
Wow.
My. Our little Jude is becoming a man.
I was just speaking objectively.
I like Jude. That was awesome. Apparently, Fenmont closed their sea haven because of enemy espionage. Sure sounds like there's a war brewing between Rashigal and Azul. With the Fenmont Sea Haven sealed by the military, the Sapstrath Sea Haven has become all the more indispensable. Heh, we're gonna make a killing. Oh, another side quest.
Hey, buddy. I know our little lady's cute and all, but could you stop leering at her?
Oh, sorry. I just couldn't help but notice that stuffed doll she's got.
You want a piece of Tipo, pal?
Aha! I knew it! This one talks too!
You mean you've seen a talking doll like this before?
Oh yeah, they look just like that one.
That might be Tipo's family.
Where did you see it?
A traveling merchant was selling them here a little while ago. He said he was heading west.
That must be Sherrilton.
So there might be other Tipos besides Tipo?
That is a possibility.
I want to meet my family.
Wow. These new toys are so impressive. Now I wish I'd bought one for my daughter.
These toys. Wow, I wonder if we'll learn about his backstory. I wonder, what is it updating in all these? The Pursued. The Sea Haven was nearly as heavily guarded as the party imagined. Making this opportunity, the party heads toward Fenmont. Secrets of the Research Center. Okay, this is just the main story here. The Damsel and the Doll. Sub-events. The Amazing Bounty Hunter. The message to be continued. Oh, these are underway. Okay. Head to Fenmont through Sapstrath. Head to Sherrilton. Cool. Oh, I have some Liliamore points. Somebody. Oh, Alvin only has one. We'll leave that alone. Who else do we still need to talk to? Man, I was right by the exit. I thought I was ready to quit. I thought I was ready to leave town. I have a request that I need to keep secret. Can I trust you? Sure, shady woman. I want you to find me a poison stinger. Please don't ask what it's for. Uh-oh, she's gonna poison somebody. I suppose we can do that. We'll help you poison somebody. I'm sure it won't be a problem. I wonder if there's new weapons yet. I still have not found a single new weapon in this game. It's the accessory person weapon shop. I think I checked this when I got into town. Yeah, nobody's got anything. Alright, I think we talked to everybody. Got the side quests. Let's save real quick and then head out into the world. Saved. Away we go! And the music kicks in hard. Sapstrath High Road. So there's two exits right now. There's a deep wood. That's where that side quest is, in the deep wood.
Looks like our wanted poster is making the rounds at the Sea Haven.
Does this sort of thing actually work?
You tore it down?
Yes, but I can't imagine a poster like this will give us any trouble. Do humans have a different sense of aesthetics than I do?
Well, anyway, Mila tore it down, so we should be safe here, right?
That'll never work. Keep tearing them down, and they'll keep putting them right back up.
Mila?
It's nothing. Alvin's right. Even with this terrible likeness, we can't afford to take chances. We should move on.
All right.
Given enough time, they might manage to make a replacement key as well. We need to hurry.
Oh. We need to hurry. Alright, some jet black feathers. God, the environments in this game are so much better than previous Tales games. I love it. Let's climb up here and fight stuff. Here, chicken. Oh, what is he? What are you, a frog? Grass rabbit. Alright, we'll try Mila. Oh, I forgot to seal myself.
I'll cover you.
Steel seems to add a decent amount of damage, so I like to do that before I start every battle. Oh.
That's one.
Roger.
Aerial fire!
Did that do anything?
Not yet. Onward.
God, she needs to know how to do an airborne recover like that.
And finished.
Man, that guy guarded himself really good. Well, okay. That was a little tougher fight than I was expecting. For our efforts, though, we get 2 fossilized shells. How useless. I still don't think I found the crafting system in this game that uses all that junk. There's gotta be something, right? I also need to figure out how to get up on this cliff. That vine looks climbable, but there's a rock in the way. And I don't have a method of blowing up rocks. At least not at the moment. A game like this... Oh! Cutscene with the caravan. Are those army members?
A military checkpoint.
I knew things were too easy.
What'll we do?
Well, hey! What's over yonder?
That's the Deepwood.
If we can hike our way through there, we'll come out right near Sherrilton.
Then our path is clear.
Hey, Heavy D.
It won't be easy going. What about Elise?
You knew she'd face risks on this journey.
I'm fine. Really. I can go with you. Don't argue, you guys. You're pals, remember?
Elise?
The girl has agreed, so this matter is no longer open to debate.
Jeez. Dots. You alright? Into the deep wood. Gosh, if only I had a way to blow up rocks, I could climb up that vine and kill that giant bee and get all those items up there. I see a vine out in the open over that way, but I don't think they want me to go that close to those crazy dudes. So let's go this way. We have a side quest in the deep wood anyway, so why not? I get to fight some bees up here anyway. The new 3DS is going to have themes. What do you mean by themes? In the software? Or like on the home screen? Or do you mean on the actual, like, skins?
You seem to know a lot about this area.
Never actually been in the Deepwood before, but there's a first time for everything.
Here, Mr. B. Oh crap, he turned around. I want to sneak up behind him. Yeah.
Watch out!
Yeah, on the home screen like PS3 does? That's cool. Ow, these bees can shoot. They have ranged attacks.
Let's go!
Roger.
Now!
Onward. Shoot.
Guardian go!
Shoot. Finish them.
Oh, my Link partner died. That's why I can't do it.
One!
Got it.
Demonic chaos! Steel!
He'll actually died. I'm surprised.
Man, are we good or what?
You're really excited.
Yeah.
Ouch, the cold shoulder.
Really excited for the new 3DS, huh? Yeah, I do agree Nintendo has the best handhelds. Wow, Mila actually died. I was not paying attention to our health levels. I should have used Jude's healing spells. Well, healing spell, he has one. I'll reserve my excitement for the new 3DS until we see more games for it. I mean, the Xenoblade thing is cool and all, but it's such a long game, I have a hard time seeing myself replaying it. Unless they had a way for you to transfer your save file from the Wii to the 3DS, because then I could play New Game Plus, and that would be cool.
Quite a dense forest.
Let's try to stick together, okay?
Is an enemy going to attack us here? We're going to get ambushed. Whoa. What? Do those two know each other? Oh, it ran away.
What was that?
Was it warning us, maybe?
Well,
Yep.
Mila certainly seems unfazed.
Yep, there's boob physics.
Oh, I see a way through! Hurry up, you two!
Great, even the Spud is getting gutsy. Let's go.
The Spud. I like that. Gosh, there's not much else going on here in the deep wood. Guess we just crawl. Oh my god, straight up Wind Waker style. That's awesome. See us look fake in Hyrule Warriors.
I'm not so good with these tight passages. Must be this astonishing physique of mine getting in the way.
Yeah, they do look like they're made out of concrete. That's... Nintendo, I guess, couldn't splurge for the boob physics there. Not... who was the developer of that game? I forget. Oh. Tree monsters.
That thing's got reach. It can hit all of us with ease.
This could pose a problem.
Elise, keep your distance.
We can't look after you and fight at the same time. Stay back.
Jude!
Oh.
Damn it.
I can help.
She's a healer?
You healed us?
Glad you brought us along now, huh?
Yay.
Our wounds are healed.
Did Elise do this?
Stay back, it's dangerous.
Wait, hold on. I can help.
But yeah, I do agree, it does... The game would be better with voice acting. Hyrule Warriors is weird the way that the cutscenes, some of the cutscenes have a narrator.
Grand victory!
That was amazing, Elise.
That was exhausting.
Yay, we got a healer in the party. But yeah, I mean, they got a narrator for the in-between the level cutscenes. They should have just voiced the characters too. Because Link doesn't get any dialogue either way, so, you know, that's fine.
Imagine. A little girl wielding arts like that.
Elise, you saved us.
It's okay, Elise. There's nothing to be scared of anymore.
That's not it. You two need to make up. Pals need to stick together. I promise I won't get in your way again. Honest.
Huh.
You heard the little lady. Now make nice with Jude here, for Elise's sake.
Make nice. It's not like I'm angry or anything.
That's not how it looks to me. You were getting along better before. I'll do my best, okay?
Why do I suddenly feel like the villain here? Fine, all is forgiven.
And hey, don't you have something to say to Elise?
Sorry for making you worry. And thank you.
This is some serious friendship stuff right here. Level 99 on the friendship meter.
Elise's arts could really help us in a pinch. Don't you think so?
Agreed. Thank you, Elise. I'm counting on you.
Sally forth, pals!
Yeah. The Spud. Alvin comes up with the best nicknames.
What luck. Never expected a channeler like her to be along for the ride.
Channeler, huh? Burp-a-dare. I guess I should probably check all of her equips and stuff. Yeah, see, she has like no advancement on this thing. I'll auto-fill everything. That'll give her all kinds of cool stuff. She'll learn Magic Guard, Level Restore, TP Support, Wind Guard, Recovery, and Tipo Spray. Ho ho! Oh, we have more. But wait, there's more. She'll also learn Spirit, Immunity, and Healing Circle. Ho ho! God, it's because they gave her they gave her to us right at level 12, which is the rest of our party's level, but what do her equips look like? She has a wand, a green ribbon, and a silk robe. We can also give her boots. You have boots now. Alright, you're an official party member.
One step closer to adulthood! Tipo! Don't say that so loud. You're embarrassing me.
Earn the title, Remedial Challenger. What's that thing? That looks like a side path. Where am I going here? I guess any way I want to go. Oh, crap. We're surrounded. Run! Oh my god. Oh crap, I didn't even realize we were doing the thing. I just wasted a chance.
Power of Maxwell.
I wasted a chance to do a ton of arts there. And 2 of my people are poisoned. Does that stick around? Back attacks. Don't get back attacked. It hurts. Thanks for the tip, game. Treasure chest. Couple of orange gels.
I think we can squeeze through here.
Better make sure none of us get our clothes stuck.
I didn't want to try to get that chest just in case they could sneak behind us. Back attacks are kind of nasty when the enemy party has this many people. If the enemy party is like a single enemy, then it doesn't really matter if you get back attacked. Other than the fact that you get kind of stunned.
Good job, Tipo. You too.
Well, good for them. Hey, you shouldn't get poisoned. Poison makes you lose HP. Fantastic tutorial. A poison ward. That will actually be pretty useful. Since I'm going to be front line in this these battles. She has a heal bangle right now. We'll put poison wards on both of them. Try to keep them from getting poisoned. Let's head into the north region. Uh-oh. Ew.
Everyone okay?
That frame rate.
Where... Where is everybody?
The smoke. What is it?
Spores of some kind?
My eyes. This ain't smoke. Some kind of spore, more likely.
I bet these are smoke shroom spores. Once the spores get in your eyes or nose, you can't stop crying.
Doesn't bother me. What a bunch of crybabies.
Okay. That was a thing. They only exist in cutscenes, apparently.
Look out, guys. There are little bugs everywhere.
I wonder if Mila gets bitten a lot in that outfit.
You didn't know? She swats the bugs away with her hair.
Wow, like the tail of a cow.
Don't compare my crowning glory to the tail of a cow.
Crowning glory? I didn't expect such vanity from the Lord of Spirits.
Sylph styled my hair for me. He said, "You're in human form, so you need to take care of your appearance."
You have the great spirit of wind style your hair? That's incredible.
Yes, I'm quite fond of it. If I swing it around quickly, I can distract a foe between attacks.
So you do swish it like a cow.
Nice.
Here we go.
So it says my ideal link partner for these guys is actually Elise, or whatever. What does she even do?
Here you go.
Can I not do link attacks with her?
You get along so well.
Why is it eating Jude's face? That is ridiculous. Oh my god. Elise's partner skill, Tipo Drain. If you choose Elise as your partner whenever your TP is reduced, Elise may absorb HP and TP from a foe and transfer it to you. Her chance of absorbing from foes increases against technical type foes and foes being juggled in the air. Cool. Earned the title, Jude Hart Mila. I don't understand. Why did I get that title? Stupid Goran's taking the Zora lady. Yeah. I think that was the last mission that I completed. That's right where I am in the story. Of the 3 branches there, I completed the 2 missions for the other 2, but that mission, the Ocarina of Time mission, I've only completed that first one that you're talking about. Gosh, I want to play more of that game. Oh. Did that poison me or something? I don't think so. I don't know what that did. I guess you gotta just try not to step on those things. It's pretty easy to sneak up behind these guys. Ow. So can I not do link attacks with her?
No break? Is this really the only way?
Interesting. Changing the battle camera. If you hold L1 and use right stick while the battle menu is open, you can move the battle camera. You can choose from 3 settings for the angle and distance. Interesting. Surprised they waited that long to tell me that. Mambo curry. Mambo, mambo, mambo. What am I going to find up here? A cutscene, perhaps? Nope. Just a great view of some mountains. A painted backdrop of mountains, at least. And a treasure. What's it?
This is no proper place for a city boy like me.
Haha, Alvin. I found some black bunny ears. A lively and sexy-looking pair of black bunny ears. Somebody wearing these could make you putty. Could make you putty in their hands. Wow. I do love the accessory system in this game. It's like they give you a ton of accessories that you can just equip on any of your characters, and they're all pretty awesome so far. I mean, there's 3 slots too. There's like 2 different head slots, or 2 different eyeglass slots, I guess, and then the head slot, the drippy nose, the little snot bubble. I like that one. I don't really feel like equipping it. We got the Shiba dog muzzle. I wish you could zoom in on the characters on this screen, but you really can't. Unless you... Oh my god, you can, like, resize them and stuff. How do I... Can I zoom the camera? No. Shiba, exactly. Wait. Resize. There we go. Oh, that's so ridiculous. All of those, I think, would be awesome for like a second playthrough. Most of them mess with the character too much.
Oh, your skirt is like a parachute! My legs are cold.
Alright, so this is where I came from. So this way. It's a wolf. Can I sneak up? Sneak, sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Oh crap. I accidentally pushed the stick too much. Hey, there's a second linked up group in the party. That's cool. Now that we have 4 people, we can actually link all 4 members of the party.
Ready? Got it.
Nice. They can use link attacks too.
The likes of you will not stop me.
Yeah. Through the tunnel. A lizard. Here, Mr. Lizard. Gotcha! Oh, you guys all took like half damage from that.
I'll cover you!
I can still do better.
I'm surprised they didn't use their link-up attack in that situation.
That wasn't too bad.
Excellent.
Yeah, level ups. $400 sitting on the ground. Oh no! They back attacked me.
I'm ready! Don't worry.
Stay on guard.
Let's go. Now's our chance.
What? There we go. Oh.
Well done, Alvin.
All in the line of duty.
Naturally. Or I'll have you fired.
Whoa, hey now.
That was good. The characters are getting more battle quotes now that we're getting a little further in the game. Mysterious liquid. To the south region. So this is this. Oh, where the heck does that other thing link up to? Hmm. It's a nice looking little river. Creek, whatever. The way this game's scale works, it's probably a raging river.
I'm here.
Steel.
I'm ready.
Wafting evil. I like how that's the name of one of their attacks.
Demon Fist. Let's go. Roger.
Hey, I'll place your guard.
Now.
And that's a wrap.
Nice. Gotcha. Are those other two party members gonna link up or what?
Go, Tipo! Sharing is caring.
Take this. Demon Fist. Go. Roger. It's not working. Area of fire. Right, earth. Spirit power.
Oh, that was awesome.
And finished.
That was a wombo combo right there.
I feel much stronger. Bigger and better.
Those crazy kids. Orange gels. Why is that tree glowing from inside? Can I climb into there or something? Nope. Okay. Figured it was a house or something. This looks like a dead end, but I feel like there's something back here. Like a giant tree monster to fight. Is he gonna turn around, or can I sneak up on him? Oh, avoid the smoke. Oh! I hit the smoke, but I still got it.
Go, Tipo! Sharing is caring.
Oof.
Let us move onward.
Oh. Almost wasted a link attack there. Good thing I killed him before I hit the button. Ooh. Oh, there is a spot on the map. You can't even see it until you start climbing, though. It's such a tall thing. You can't really put the camera underneath you, though. Supple ivy. Won't break no matter how hard you pull it. How did we get it off the tree, then? A hard coat. Who can wear that? Is that finally some armor for somebody? I haven't found any new armor or weapons for, like, anybody. Oh, Mila can wear it. Mila's the only one that can wear it. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Alright. Back the way we came. Is this campfire useful for anything? Seems like a cutscene prop. But there was no cutscene here. Why does it look like this is connected on the map, but it's clearly not? Maybe I have to go back the other way. This doesn't go through. Yeah, alright. Fair enough. Back the way we came. So, oh, there's an item right wedged in here. I think I missed that somehow. Did I climb this before? I don't think I did. This does lead to a different area that we've been to before. Mysterious liquid. Insect husks. Why are we collecting this stuff?
I can do this! I hope.
Let's go! Roger! Nice now! Shoot!
Oh, the ideal link partner is still Elise for this. Ellie, whatever her name is. Elise. I should really look it up.
Here you go!
That's one! Roger! Nice job! Keep on, get off of me!
You get along so well!
That one's still funny. Because I don't know why he doesn't. So, who used an item during that battle? Somebody used an item. Let me check the strategy chart. Focus attack says target the enemy the player is targeting. That is indeed what I want to do. Everybody should focus. Actions, at least prioritizes healing. Save some TP, Link sometimes. Auto items. Ah, she used it. Nobody uses items without my priority. Focus on healing when somebody links with you. Support the rear, mainly arts. Link tactics. Okay, that's fine, I guess. We'll try that. To the southwest region. I do like how they show you like all the regions on the map, so you can kind of see how it all links up. I think I missed an area here. You lost the battle because a boulder left the chief's room. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta capture those boulder keeps. Otherwise the boulders smash up your base. Treasure finder, I got a title. I like how the enemies charge in a straight line in this game. So it makes it pretty easy to just go around them and get a back attack. Yeah. Man, where's everybody tonight? Nobody showed up.
Ready when you are.
Nice.
Not bad.
That's a good attack. Mila and Alvin are pretty good when they're linked together. Right. This way. Oh, no! Crap.
Let's go! Roger!
God, these wolves have a lot of health. Relatively speaking. Oh, I got my super meter all filled up. Don't want to use it though.
And finished.
It's going to make the next battle really easy. Hopefully it's a decently tough enemy. To make it worthwhile. Holy bottle. So many items. Sneaky, sneaky. Yaha!
Go, Chipo! Sharing is caring. Go, Chipo! Don't worry.
Try fire! Ready?
Got it.
Not working. I can still still do better.
That was a total waste of that thing. I didn't get any more Link attacks.
Alright, not bad.
Well, at least we got a level up for somebody. Ooh. Some ivy stuck in a tree. Acquire all the gold. Where are we now? Ah! Oh, I didn't get a back attack or anything.
Let's go! I'm ready!
Tiger Blade!
Go, Timo! Sharing is caring.
Demon Fist! One! Got it! Demonic Chaos! Demon Fist! Ready when you are.
She's pretty good at healing, at least. I just wish she actually had a Link attack or two.
Go, Timo! Sharing is caring.
It's like she can't even... Oh, she could Link on that.
You ready?
Okay!
Oh,
You get along so well.
so she can chain heals, which is cool. Does like some giant AoE heal. Oh, what? Oh, I accidentally crossed the boundary. 1,200 monies. They're just leaving all kinds of money lying on the ground. Rotten bones. I always turn around and look behind me because a lot of times they like to hide little sparkly items in spots you can't find them. Or you can't see them until you get past them.
Don't worry.
Take this! Demon Fist!
Go, Timo! Sharing is caring.
That's one.
Okay!
And finished.
Pixie heal. I like that one. It heals quite a bit. That's right. Tails bucks. You find Tails bucks on the ground. I got a Loot Liker achievement. Or title. Alright, save point. So I bet we're going to see a cutscene and maybe a boss around the next corner. It's Dr. Hot Pocket. How are you doing tonight, sir? Oh, cutscene.
We meet again.
They don't look ready to turn tail and run this time.
Get along, little doggies!
Uh-oh.
I sure wasn't expecting him.
What are you doing here?
Good dogs. Thank you for telling me of these intruders.
I thought Ivor was the only one who could talk with animals.
You're Zhao, right?
I don't remember introducing myself.
We heard your name from the people of Hamel. What do you want?
Is that not obvious? Come, child. We're returning to the village. You had me worried sick. I never thought you would leave the village while I was away.
No, don't let him take us, Jude!
Do you have any idea how the villagers treated Elise when you left her alone?
I am truly sorry about that.
What exactly is Elise to you?
Let's just say, I know where she used to live. Where she grew up.
So will you take her back to her home? Or are you planning to lock her up in Hamil again?
That is my business, and mine alone. You will hand the girl over. Then you leave me no choice.
Oh, snap.
The bigger they are, right?
It's go time.
We can...
Alright, he's got 17,000 HP.
You need to come with me.
We're going to switch up our linking a little bit here.
Please listen to me.
Well, you're one to talk.
Oh. Let's take out these wolves. What? Oh, God. We're not even surrounding these dudes. Oh. Oh, he just summoned an eagle. Or a hawk. He's sort of how you imagine Ganondorf to sound. Yeah, a little bit. I could see that. God, this thing does not want to die. Stupid hawk. This dude keeps summoning stuff, and I keep knocking him on his face. Stop summoning things! Oh. Oh god. I think we need to kill some of these. Oh god, there's 3 hawks now. So many hawks. Oh no! Oh god, everybody's dying. First we need to use apple gel on him. Oh, he's dead. What? Who got the apple gel then? Oh, he keeps calling in support. Alright, we need a life bottle on Elise right now. Leave her alone! A life bottle on Alvin.
This isn't looking good.
Oh my god. No! Mila fell. I was playing Hyrule Warriors. Hyrule Warriors is amazing. I love that. What? We weren't doing that badly. What just happened? I looked away for 2 seconds. Load quick save, load save. I didn't know there. Since when are there quick saves in this game? But yeah, I played Hyrule Warriors for like 6 hours yesterday, and I had a great time. We'll be streaming that again in the future, that's for sure. But tonight, I felt like we had to fall back to this game. Let's see, so what exactly is happening here? Mila and Alvin are kind of low on TP, but they don't rely on it totally, so maybe that's okay.
You need to come with me.
No! I don't want to!
What if we just focus on him?
Well, you're one to talk.
Blending quick.
Stay strong.
Oh. Oh my god, what the heck? Why didn't I get any links during that? That was so sucky. Oh, come on! This guy stuns like a mofo. If we stay all close to this guy, though, we get a lot of heals. Healing circles and stuff. Does it make you want to play a Dynasty Warriors game? Yeah, Hyrule Warriors kind of does. I watched a video or two of Dynasty Warriors 8 on Steam, and the trailers make it look exactly like Hyrule Warriors. It looks so similar to Hyrule Warriors. I kind of want to get it. god! This guy hits like a tank.
The guard's down. No brakes?
I'm out of energy.
What? What? Urgh. How could I have possibly died from that? I had plenty of health. Again? This guy is ridiculous. Die already. Why is everybody doing their own thing? Why aren't we focusing? Alright, alright, alright. Let's... Dude, no way! That is ridiculous. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
I'm ready. I'm here.
No!
I can't go on.
Oh, 2 hits! Seriously. If I can get everybody close to each other here. Drop some freaking heals. Everybody stay together.
I'm out of energy.
Okay. Elise needs some TP. I can almost just give her this.
You shouldn't rely on that alone.
Stop hitting me! Oh my god, I was in the air. That can't hit. Why can that hit me when I'm in the air? I have 6 HP. Run away! Run away! Oh, dude, you're almost dead. Just die already.
I'm out.
You shouldn't rely on that alone.
Alright, you need some more TP. Why aren't you using it?
Don't get lazy, okay?
Dude, that guy can block anything. Why am I... Oh. Die! Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm the last one alive! What happened? Jesus. Zelda makes it better, makes you think you probably really like a Dynasty Warriors game. Yeah. Dynasty Warriors is pretty good. From what I've seen. You've only done Skyloft You've only done Skyloft in this part of the campaign. And the Goron one. Oh, I see. Yeah. I like the Twilight Princess one in that part of the campaign. I haven't played Challenge Mode yet, though. I'm debating whether I should wait until I finish the main story, or if I should just dive right into Adventure or Challenge Mode. Because I've heard that Adventure Mode is really the meat of the game. So, I almost want to wait for that, but... You know. There's just so much game to play. We're bringing the band back together. Oh, come on, he's like dead. Oh, stop hitting me. Oh. Are you kidding me? That combo is ridiculous. The combos in these Tales games are one of the worst parts about it. You don't like Lana? Eh, she's okay. Definitely nothing amazing, but I don't hate her. I just don't really like her either. Mila, where are you?
Healer! Ready when you are. Ready, quick! Guards down. Oh, unfortunate.
Gotcha! Oh, I gotta kill everything else still.
Giving up already?
Alright, we can kill these other monsters pretty easily, I think. We got the boss down. This was a pretty tough boss. For really one of the early bosses in the game.
Girls don't like pesky guys. Ain't that right?
Well, you're not much better.
Ouch. Keep that up, I'll sew your mouth up.
Ha 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 ha. Hope they don't add her into a new Zelda game. I don't think they will. I think this is kind of non-canon enough. God, what is this GIF you just posted? Did Jigglypuff just do the roll attack around the island? That's crazy. Oh man, I can't wait for that game to come out. Smash Bros. Is gonna be awesome.
That wasn't too bad.
Excellent.
I hope I can get better. Don't worry, I'm here with you.
Everybody leveled up. We told that guy to get out of our
Let me
face.
guess. You work out?
Why must you remain with these people? They will bring you nothing but trouble, I'm sure of it.
I want to stay with them because they made me their friend. And friends don't leave friends alone.
Elise.
What? Oh, he's using his detective vision.
Mila, Alvin.
If it were up to me, I would not bring her back. I am not doing this by choice. Just put that away. What?
Cover your mouths up!
That was quite an escape.
You don't want to be alone, huh? Then perhaps all of those people are actually good for you after all.
So does he just give up chasing us now? We're back on the high road. Wait, okay, we entered the deep wood. We came out the other side of the deep wood over here. Oh, I see. It was kind of just an alternate route. Oh, that was Brawl? Not... It was such a tiny GIF, I thought it had to be 3DS. Wow. Alright.
Well, hey, those whatchamacallit shrooms are something else. It got all smoky. What was that?
Those are smoke shroom spores. Clever monsters will wait until their prey gets near one. Then they'll hit the smoke shroom with a rock and take down the prey while its eyes and nose are clouded with spores. And for its part, the smoke shroom gets to spread its spores over a wider area. When life forms help each other like that, it's called symbiosis.
Oh, okay. You're so smart, like one of those monsters you talked about. So, does that mean people and spirits have symbiosis too?
That's right. Humans give mana to the spirits, and the spirits use arts to help people. It's a perfect example of symbiosis. Well done, Elise.
Thank you. That's incredible! Ellie's the smartest of all!
Sorry to be such a burden back there. I'll try to be more careful.
How is he a burden there?
Lilium orbs are so pretty!
Where did you get yours?
I'm not sure. One day, I just noticed it was inside Tipo. I found it on the ground. It was so pretty, I couldn't help myself.
You ate it?
Let's be glad Tipo did. She wouldn't stand a chance out here without it.
For a tool of battle, it really is quite beautiful. The humans who designed it did quite a fine job.
A marvel born of the same human ingenuity that has spawned so many horrors.
Well said. Perhaps it's that very duality that defines humans.
She gets a little philosophical sometimes. Let's just auto-pick our skills. We'll get immunity, combo siphon, whatever that does, and recovery ring. Oh, we get to use a few more points. So where is the one that we just got? They don't really highlight the ones you get. Aqua Sweep. Oh, that was that other attack I picked up, isn't it? I haven't been using that. I forgot about that from last time. Recovery Ring heals status ailments from nearby allies. Just what you expect from a promising medical student. Yep, that's a thing. I guess that only gave us stats. Alright, Mila's going to get Aerial Voltage, Assault 2, and a couple of guard moves. Alvin is going to get Assault 2 and Spirit. And Elise, Warrior, and a bunch of guards. And Wizard, what what does Wizard do? That's what I want to know. Where is Wizard? Spirit, Earth Guard, Healing Circle. Wizard. Setting Tipo to on will multiply effectiveness of Spirit Arts by 1.5%. Oh, I haven't been setting skills either. Let me make sure my skills are set well. Combo Siphon. Recover 1 TP for every 9 hits. Don't I already recover 1 TP for every 1 hit? How would that help me? When avoiding an enemy with a backstep, gain some stuff. Arts will consume 20% less TP for every combo over 4 hits and 40% less for every combo over 8 hits. That sounds kind of useful. Although immunity from physical ailments sounds even more useful, so I'm going to go with that. For everybody else, we'll just auto set for defense, I think. Gosh, I didn't have any set on Elise. Yeah, that sounds good. Why not, right? Those kind of things, usually only need to fiddle with them if they're a problem. Okay. Time to explore more of the Highlands. Nothing else up here on this little ridge, I guess. Looking for items stuck in trees or on rocks and stuff. I don't really see any. Bees! Alright, the ideal Link partner is Mila.
Don't let your guard down.
So we're gonna stay linked up with her.
I think she's talking about you. No break?
I hate bees. Those chain attacks are pretty awesome. They're kind of a pain to pull off, though, if you want to keep the chain going. Because you don't get that many of them.
I did it!
I really need more skills, more arts. Actually, did I get any more recently that I can swap out? I could really swap out healer for healing ring, or recovery ring. Oh no, that's for status ailments. I want to keep healer then. We could probably put recovery ring on left, right stick. You kind of wish you could stream, but you can! You have the power. The power is yours. What is Swallow Dance? Do I have that equipped? Oh, that's on R down. I always forget about the right stick moves other than Steel. Steel's the one I always remember. Server strike soaring vortex. Soaring vortex is weird. I don't really like it that much. It doesn't seem to quite send a standing enemy up into the air. It never seems to quite do what I want it to do. Shortcuts. Oh right, because you can set shortcuts for other characters as well onto... Oh, you can see link darts? Oh, that's cool. It actually tells you. There's Final Gale, Demonic Chaos, Igneous Crush. These are all the things I can do. Pixel Heal seems to be the one that I end up getting most often with Ellie. You couldn't have it to be less than 3 hours, and on most weeknights, by the time you get home, it's usually around 9. Well, I don't know, man. Just gotta kind of decide what your priorities are. I mean, you don't have to stream for 3 or 4 hours at a time every time you stream, but whatever. So if I use Aqua Sweep, when he'll use Arc Fire, it'll get Sharp Current. So I could use some of my right stick ones. Whoa, I can use Steel and link it to Mila and get a new attack. That's interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. I'll have to try some of those out. Let's fight Senor Frog here. Senor Frog. Yeah, too many enemies. I want to get behind the frog, but there we go. Oh no, you can't do encounter link in this game. I didn't think you could do that. Oh, the worst. Fighting 2 groups of enemies at once. Oh, I didn't even hit anybody with it. That was cool, though.
Here we go. Let's go.
Oh, that killed 2 enemies. That was awesome. I needed that.
You owe me. You owe me.
Ugh.
Take this.
Horrible way to cultivate viewership. Well, it depends. Are you streaming for fun or because you want to cultivate a community? I mean, you could do one without the other.
Man, are we good or what?
Yeah.
Ouch, the cold shoulder.
You don't... see, this is the first encounter link I've gotten. Third pain in the butt. Try not to do them. That's all the tutorial needed to say. But yeah, I mean, you don't have to stream to cultivate viewership and, you know, try to make a business out of it. You could just do it.
You see how that Zhao guy made monsters do his dirty work? Pretty neat trick.
Ivor has some ability to control monsters, but it's nowhere near that level.
I've heard there's a clan in Anjou that knows the secret art of monster control.
I wonder how it works. Monsters are a pain. They should just learn to talk like I can.
Come now, isn't it easier this way? Would you really want to kill a talking monster?
I guess not. I would crush them with witty repartee.
That's true. If we could negotiate with monsters, we wouldn't need to fight them all.
But even if they could talk, they'd all be speaking monsterese.
So hire an interpreter who's fluent in this language.
And then it turns out that's exactly what the secret art is.
Whoa!
What? Oh. I can't even hold any more Panacea bottles. Streaming ain't no fun if nobody's watching. Yet somehow I keep doing it. I have a total of like 2 people watching right now. And I'm kinda okay with that. Whoops.
Out of our way.
Here we go. You owe me. Take this. Got it. Nice
I don't know what that was, but it didn't really do much. The ideal link partner is actually Mila. I assume she can ground enemies better.
Finish them off.
You could tell that more people in my stream is more fun.
No break.
Well, I mean,
Was this really the only way?
I mean, even if I have people in my channel, if nobody's talking, it's already less fun. So, I mean, there's a couple levels there. There's like, you know, there's nobody watching. That's, you know, you're just playing a game and talking to yourself. Then there's a couple people watching, but nobody talking in chat. Still pretty much talking to yourself, but at least you know you're talking to somebody. And then there's actually having people talk in the chat. Like right now, you're talking. And it's more fun because of that. But I mean, the difference between having like 3 people in the channel and having them actively talk and having like 12 people in the channel and having them actively talk, not that big of a difference. Because eventually, you get to the point where if there's too many people in the channel and they're all talking, you can't really respond to everybody anyway. That's what all the big channels end up doing. What did you just realize, Heavy D?
Ain't that by the skin of our teeth?
I'm sorry. It's my fault that the big man attacked you.
Don't be mad at Ellie.
He was the one who picked the fight. There's nothing for you to apologize for. Don't worry. We'll protect you.
Thank you.
You're a real pal, Alvin.
It ain't every day a treasure like you falls into my lap.
Huh?
Because you're such a gifted channeler, I mean. You know, so you'll be a big help to me, too.
That was fishy sounding. But we're wearing the same shirt. We're both wearing the big buck, whatever the heck, crap shirt. It's made of a nice material. I like this. I don't know if it's cotton, but it's a very soft t-shirt. I enjoy that. It's good stuff. Oh god, I think I just attracted too many enemies. Oh no, just one. Good. I don't want to accidentally do another encounter link. Gotcha. Oh, I can link with that.
Over already?
Destroyed. It's pretty good. Whoa! Crap. We just got surrounded by dudes. Swallow dance. Is that really what I mapped it at? I thought it was... Yes, that is what it's called. Alright, she knows how to land on her feet now. I didn't see her doing that for the longest time.
I can still do better.
I can still do better. Well, the biggest they had was one actually just gave to Ashley. I was gonna say, I remember you getting a T-shirt that was like too small for you. Wasn't it just large? I thought it wasn't even. I thought it was 0x. Yeah, because I remember you talking about like you had it and you're like, well, this is all they had left. I couldn't remember which T-shirt that was though. I didn't remember it until you just said it. Ugh, which way am I even going? Oh crap! I didn't think that frog saw me. Yeah! I like that flame sphere. flame sphere attack. I don't know why steel triggers it, but it's pretty good.
Now's our chance. I will fulfill my mission, no matter what happens.
I'm right there with you.
Wonder what those gauntlets are. You only have the big buck slot ones. He expected more swag. Well, I tend to get about one World Championship shirt every year. Plus the big buck slot ones. Plus the, I got bucked up shirt. This was not even the championship one for that year. It was a different one.
Elise is incredible at spirit channeling. Her mana lobe must be far more developed than normal.
That's not true.
But it is! Bet you wish yours was too!
Well, I certainly do. Must be nice to have such a powerful mana lobe when you're channeling, huh?
I guess. I really don't think about it.
Well, you should, since the mana lobe is inside your brain.
Wait, really?
I hear that sometimes the spirits will help themselves to a nice chunk of brain along with the mana. So don't channel too much, or that pretty little skull of yours will end up as hollow as a coconut.
Ah! I don't want that to happen!
Come on, Alvin. Don't scare her like that.
Haha. Hey, is that Fenmont, or is that just a different place?
So many smoke shrooms!
Yeah, they're a famous delicacy around here.
Do they taste good?
Better than you might think. I hear they're especially good in stew.
Hey! I love stew!
What if you steamed them with garlic and butter? Would that be good?
Sure sounds good to me.
You could make cream of smoke shroom soup!
What if they were wrapped in bacon?
That would be amazing!
Wow, Elise. I didn't realize you liked food so much.
Oh, I just...
She's having a growth spurt! Don't judge!
Well, good for her. Since that boss fight we just did was a little tough, let's fight some more things before we head on to the next town. Gotcha.
Ready when you are.
Ow.
Let's go.
Oh, that hit like nobody.
And one.
This camera is bizarre sometimes. I think they said I can... Didn't they say I could... Oh, there we go. Raise camera, lower camera. Oh, that's the zoom. That's barely anything at all. Okay, well, we'll leave it like that then.
Let's go. I can still do better.
Oh. We won.
Just keeps getting better.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a different shirt for 2013. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but I know I've seen it in my closet. Hey, Mr. Boar. Wolf, Boar, whatever.
Onward! Attack! Steal!
Oh my god, I got trampled. Ow! Why can't I? Oh, I don't have any points left. Why is my TP so low?
Is fighting the only answer?
Is this the only way? It's like the most cliche of JRPG responses. Wow, what's up there? Up, up, and away. Melange gel. Some feathers. Mysterious liquid. Gotcha. Did I? No, I didn't.
Ready, Tipo?
Huh, I don't have ideal link partners for any of these people. But I'm gonna link What's-Her-Nuts here because she gives me TP.
Watch out! I'm ready!
You really want to fight?
Yummy! Here you go! Ready? Okay! Pixie heal!
Yeah, Pixie Heal.
Here you go! Yummy! Here you go! Let's show our skills!
She has a play mechanic sticker on her desk at work.
That's one.
Okay! Pixie heal!
It's kind of pointless for me to use that, but I don't want to change my Link character right now.
Hey, Jude!
I did it.
She gave me all of the TP during that fight. My TP is almost full again. She is an amazing person to link with. So what do we have over here? Sapstrath High Road. The North Branch. Oh my god. I can't zoom on this map, can I? There's a whole big area up here. I wonder if this is... I'm supposed to find a monster somewhere for a side quest. I wonder if he's in this area. Probably at the far end of this area. That's where they'd like to put him.
Don't let your guard down.
That's right! Listen to her!
I think she's talking about you.
Actually, let's switch over to her. Maybe those other two... Yeah, the other two linked up now, so hopefully they can gain some TP. Oh, my meter's full. If I can find the boss now, that would be awesome. This makes you want to play more Vesperia.
Man, are we good or what?
Yeah.
Ouch, the cold shoulder.
The one thing I like about the Tales series, in contrast to like the Final Fantasy series, is that even though they keep making like each game is unrelated to the previous one, just like Final Fantasy, this series, they really improve on the formula every single time. It's like the formula is kind of the same. The battle system doesn't really change, where in Final Fantasy it changes a lot. And in this one, the system just keeps getting better. They improve on it every time.
Out of our way.
I mean, the story is debatable, because I still think Abyss has the best story so far, but this game, like in every other way, I think each game is better than the last. I'm excited to see how Xillia does when it comes out next year.
Yay, we did it! We're the best!
Yeah! So what's going on down here on the ground? A treasure chest. Gotcha. I kind of want to save my super meter for the boss fight. The inevitable boss fight. Yeah, if I do get a PS Vita or a PlayStation TV, I'll definitely be streaming Tales of Hearts. But, man, there's just so many games right now. My schedule is looking pretty full. I'll have so many more Tales videos on YouTube. I have to be careful not to include that intro song in any more of the Tales games. For this one specifically, I skipped past the opening, just to be sure it's not in the video. I still have to go edit it out of the first two, which if you're watching this on YouTube, I've already done. Oh, I hate the bees. Why's it gotta be bees?
Sonic Thrust!
No break. Finish them off.
Oh.
Follow me.
I'm right here with you.
We're like juggling this one.
And that's a wrap.
We juggled the crap out of that bee. What is that tunnel? I want to crawl through a tunnel. Secret. An elixir. Fully restores HP and TP, cures KO, and all status abnormalities. Oh, that's cool. That's one I'm going to be saving for the whole game, probably. Probably always just going to tell myself, oh, I shouldn't use it now, I got to save it for later. And I'll end up never using it. Boing. These guys are pretty easy to fight. I like these guys.
Here we go.
They die pretty quickly.
Take this. Who's next?
Nice job, Alvin. All right.
Nice one. Finish him off.
All right.
Nice one.
Yummy. Here you go.
Man, are we good or what?
Yeah.
Ouch, the cold shoulder.
I see another tunnel over there. Wonder what's in this one. Just an orange gel. That's something, I suppose. Can I see any boss from here? It's probably up there at the northernmost section of this map. Oh! I was hoping he... Oh, I did get behind him somehow. I didn't think that would count as behind him. Oh, there's one of the stupid birds in this fight.
Here you go. Here you go.
You owe me.
Take this. I did it.
Super. Wait, I'm all turned around. This way. Whenever I try to chase an enemy to get behind him, I always get so turned around when the battle ends because I end up facing the wrong way half the time. This is epic music. Feathers. Is that wolf the thing I need to fight? That is a big... Oh, crap!
Go, Cheapo.
Balls.
Sharing is caring.
I kind of want to use my Link attack to make this battle go really fast, but at the same time, I really want to save it for the boss. I keep thinking I'm really close to the boss, and then, like, turns out to be a little further than I thought.
Finish them off.
I've just been holding that meter full for like 5 battles now.
The guard's down. You owe me. Here we go.
Oh. At least does a good job as a healer though, which is awesome. Because with before Jude was the only healer, and that was not the best. When the main character has to do double duty as healer, it can lead to bad times. It's a lot to pay attention to.
It's time!
stand strong.
What was Tipo talking about there?
And that's a wrap.
Man. Minute 26, that was a decently long battle. Basic breaker. Oh, go away. Let's fight you. He's just standing here. I don't know if he's... I don't think this is the boss.
You owe me.
Let's screw it. Let's just use the thing.
Got it. Demonic chaos.
What? We didn't get a link? Another link, rather?
Got it. Demonic chaos. Swallow dance.
Oh, that was the worst. I wasted the crap out of that link. Dang it! Freaking frog. There you go. Pixie heal.
Fighting the only answer?
Gotta love that pixie heal. So that wasn't a boss. Where the heck is the boss up top here? Must be up here. And I just wasted my link meter. I don't see it. Maybe there's nothing... Maybe this is not the boss I was looking for. What? How did I get back attacked around that tree?
When you are.
Mila uses a ton of TP. I'm gonna get her to link up with Elise so that they can regain a TP together. If they would ever link up,
Nice one.
they're not linking for some reason. I don't know if there's a way to force them to link up. Show linked skills. Partner skill, breaker. Oh, I see. You can look at each person. Wait, are these her skills? Oh, these are the things I get for being linked with her. I get stamina, earth guard, HP restore. Okay, that's interesting. Whatever. We'll just finish the fight.
Man, are we good or what?
I won't let...
Sharing is caring, that's right. Freaking Tipo, man. I can't tell if he's more or less annoying than Mew. Uh-oh. Why is his chest black? Did I just find a glitch? Missing textures? Well, that's fun. It's a warrior emblem. Boing. Oh. Knock him out. Why is Elise not linking up with Mila?
Stand guard. Yep, nice one. Demonic chaos.
Oh, nice. That was a double kill.
I can still do better.
I could do better. So, there's nothing here. I came all this way, journeyed through this zone, and there's nothing here. I was promised a boss fight. Or something. Let me check the event list. Because I really did expect... Underway... Find a poison stinger... Where... Sapstrath Deepwood. Oh. Oh. So I actually need to go... God, back into the Deepwood. Can I fast travel there? Oh! Can't fast travel at this time. That bird is guarding a tunnel. Can I sneak around and get to it? Looks like I have to fight the bird at least, probably. Or not. I found basil. Basil. Some basil. Ah! Being attacked by an eagle. Hey, there's another tunnel. And an item. Rotten bones. This one's empty. Well, that's cool. Is there a side quest that uses that room later, maybe? Now I just want to get out of this area. Oh my god, I'm being chased by everything. I need to hit this ladder and get up it quick. Do monsters... I think they freeze when you're on ladders. Oh nope, there's one in the background that's still running around. Okay. So much for that hypothesis. Alright, well... maybe I'll just head into the next town there on the map. Perhaps soon they'll unlock the fast travel again. Or maybe I should head back into the Deepwood. So many choices. I'll go back to the Deepwood.
Look at the beautiful flowers. I bet one would look really good in your hair.
Way to be, T-Bow. Let's look for this monster, because I feel like completing the side quest. Because I do know there was one zone, one little area in the Deepwood that I did not ever get to. Oh. Right. There was a crazy giant man with a mustache chasing us. We can't go back into that area. Well, fine. Let's go into this next town we're supposed to be getting. Oh, crap.
Let's go!
Now you linked up. You're gonna need that link too.
Go, T-Bow! Sharing is caring.
Take this!
Go, T-Bow!
Alright! Nice one. Deal with this! That's one! Got it!
Go, T-Bow!
Demonic tail!
Sharing is caring.
That didn't even kill him. Holy crap.
Go, T-Bow! Sharing is caring. Shimmer spin.
Focus!
Watch out!
Focus! Shimmer spin! Deal with this! That's one! Got it! Demonic tail!
Don't worry.
So many monsters. We're filling this meter like nobody's business, though. The AI is just about as dumb as every other Tales game, which disappoints me. The AI is always like the worst part of any Tales game.
Fighting the only answer?
There. Now I can finally open this chest. Oh, this was the Panacea bottles that I couldn't pick up, because it's full. Ugh. Alright. Well, let's just head for the next town, then. Holy bottles. I really never use holy bottles or dark bottles in these games.
Sherrilton. Well, we finally made it.
We sure took the scenic route.
And the big bearded meanie didn't follow us, did he?
Don't worry. He'd never follow us into a place like this.
Hey, check out this shop. It looks pretty interesting.
Welcome. Please browse all you want.
Looks like antiques. They're very nice.
Why do all the folks around here seem so tense?
Word is, foreign spies broke into a military laboratory in the capital. The king sent his personal guards here. They're interrogating anyone who even looks at them funny. Not very good for business, that's for sure.
Right.
Wow, that cup is so pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty alright. Pretty expensive, that's for sure.
You have a good eye, young lady. That's a genuine Efreet-fired cup.
Is that right? So this was handmade by Efreet?
Well, I highly doubt that. It looks like these patterns are far too wild. Efreet values order over all else.
Well, you talk as though you've had the honor of breaking bread with one of the four great spirits. Your observation is accurate. True Efreet-fired ceramics are known for their geometric precision.
Who's that guy?
That's odd. The stamp here says that this set was made over 18 years ago. I see.
Yes? What about it?
That's quite peculiar. If I'm not mistaken, mankind lost the ability to summon Efreet around 20 years ago.
Uh-oh. Busted.
Efreet didn't make it? What a shame. That's so disappointing. But even still, I think it's a lovely cup, so I'll take it.
Of course. I'll even be happy to offer you a nice discount.
I got quite a good deal, thanks to your help. I'm Drissel Sharrow. Pleased to meet you.
And I am the young madam's butler, Rowan. I'm happy to be at your service.
Thanks again. You simply must join me for tea at my manor.
Well, who are we to turn down a free lunch? Shall we swing by later?
I live just south of the Central Plaza. I look forward to seeing you.
Do we really have time for that?
Well, I can think of several reasons we might want to take advantage of her hospitality.
He's right, actually. Staying at an inn could be risky with all these guards everywhere.
Very well then. We'll take time for some tea after we traverse the town.
Why is that funny? I don't understand. Sherrilton, city of hails and farewells.
Ah, that's right. The peddler who sells Tipo-esque toys might be in Sherrilton.
Let's ask around town and find out if anyone's seen any talking stuffed animals.
Wow, I'm so excited!
Yeah. Have I played Starbound, Doc? No, I haven't. I have not played Starbound. I heard it's similar to Terraria, and I didn't really like Terraria that much. Not my cup of tea.
I wonder what they sell.
Let's take a peek.
Jet Black Feather Trading Post. Hey, looks like you got your hands on something interesting there. Those are just the feathers I was looking for. Would you be willing to part with them? Hand over the jet black feathers? Yeah, why not? Here, I'll make you a deal. These are jet black feathers. They're highly valued items among certain collectors. If you could bring me a bunch of them, I'd be happy to exchange them for some equally valuable items of my own. Hey, did you hear? Darkwing's been spotted again. You mean that noble bandit who steals from the rich and gives to the poor? Noble? He attacked the Lark Company cargo wagon. They say he butchered everyone on it. The guy's seriously disturbed. That's horrible. You be careful out there. Wait, which guy's saying this? You be careful out there, you hear? Oh, neat, my character can play guitar. Is that something in Terraria, really? Looks like you find some jet black feathers. I'd be happy to take them off your hands. Want to trade your feathers for items? Yeah. Alright, what'll it be? Oh, cool. He's got all kinds of stuff, apparently. I don't know what most of these are, though. Jeez. Maybe I don't want to do any of that, because I don't know what those are. I'll just remember that's the thing you can do. Let's talk to some other people here. Self-determination, self-rule, self-respect, those are the 3 pillars of Charlton society. Why is he just standing on the street shouting that? Aren't they beautiful? Would you like one? All these flowers were hand-picked this morning. I see. Planets of nothing. This is the guy we talked to a second ago. Ifrit-fired ceramics are made by summoning Ifrit, whose flames leave quite a unique pattern in the clay. Forgeries are common, so I wouldn't recommend them to amateurs with an untrained eye. Didn't we just prove that guys were forgeries? What's his deal? Okay, so this is where we just entered town. There's a kid to talk to. Extra, extra. Welcome to Charlton, City of Commerce. By the way, what's commerce? Way to go, kid. The south is Rashigal's breadbasket. Everything grown, raised, or made there passes through Charlton's markets. The king may live in Fenmont, but make no mistake, Charlton is the true capital of Rashigal. Way to be. What's this little girl want?
Hey, have you ever seen anyone who looks like me?
Whoa, a talking doll. It's just like the other ones I saw.
Where did you see them?
A toy merchant was selling them here not too long ago. Where can we see this person? I don't think he's here anymore.
Oh no.
He said he was going to some sea haven next.
Do you remember which one?
Dots. To all their own. Oh, Doc.
This is sure taking a lot of time.
Oh, that's it. It was a lot of sea haven.
Can't say I recognize that. Oh wait, you mean Alati Sea Haven?
Well, hey, nice work, me.
Gosh, I'm so jealous. I wish my parents had bought me one of those. T-Bow's now for sale.
Alright, so apparently we gotta track him down to some other crazy location, but... Hey, now I can fast travel again. I think. Welcome, eh? Interested in our specialty? Just 100 gold each. One please. I don't know what they are. It's an ice pop. Restores 10% HP. If you get a wind stick, you get another one free. That's interesting. Okay. Apparently I've talked to just about everybody here. I still can't buy any of that stuff. Although, I should probably sell like a bunch of these things so I can just pick up more later. Let's check out the rest of the town here. That damn military checkpoint's putting my shipping business right out of business. I can't take much more of this. Checkpoint, huh?
Wow, what a huge city. I've never been anywhere like this before.
Hey, there's too many people and it's super noisy.
Damn it, they got in my cargo again. Getting my shipments through the military checkpoints is hard enough. If I have to deal with monster attacks too, I don't know how I'm gonna get by. I wish I could get someone to wipe out the high road monsters for me, but who'd want a job like that? I'll do it. You'll do it? Great! I've heard the monsters live in the north branch of the Sapstrath High Road. Good luck, and in case you get killed, you should know that I can't afford to pay for your funeral. Well, good. We just got a quest for the area where we already tried killing a bunch of dudes. How much fun. So can I get better armor for anybody yet? Iron Circlet will be good for... Oh, that'll take down her arts defense, but it'll raise her physical defense. I don't know if I want to do that. That's like the only improvement on the whole board. She would only be gaining like 13 physical defense, but she'd be losing a ton of A defense. Well, that sucks. What a horrible shot. The spirit climb here in Charlton is actually very arid. Nevertheless, the city is lush and green thanks to a large-scale irrigation system that uses the windmills and channeled spirits. I don't think the channeled spirit stuff works anymore, lady. Again, no weapons. Nobody ever has weapons in this game. What's the deal? I've not got a single new weapon for like any of my characters. Those giant windmills provide enough energy for all the irrigation industry of the whole city. And incidentally, they were built by my own late husband. Oh, that's a girl. Whatever. That voice still works. The accessory shop. Boots, capes. Fresh mutton. Birds. Rock solid birds that you can't run through. That is weird. Who are these chatty Cathys? Did you hear? Taxes are going up again. They say it's for the good of the nation, but the only part of the nation that'll see any money is the army, of course. You know, let me turn up the text speed to instant. No, wait. How do I... Oh, start to confirm. Okay. Lord Klein tried to oppose the king's new tax increase, but I guess even a lord of one of the 6 ruling houses is no match for that thug, King Nachigal. Okay. Who else is there to talk to here?
Mila? Are you nervous about something?
No one's ever asked me over for tea before. It seems I'm a bit excited.
Wow.
If you leave an egg in an empty box, and said egg gets crushed, the cause must lie within the egg itself. How's egg principle? It sounds obvious, but at the same time, not so much.
500 years ago, Professor Howe used that principle to deduce how spirit channeling works.
Although, people still channeled beforehand, right? They just didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah. Since spirits have no apparent physical form, people weren't aware they existed at all. But Professor Howe surmised that something had to be converting the mana from our mana lobes into arts.
And that turned out to be spirits.
Yep. His hypothesis was proven with the discovery of spirits that had taken physical forms.
And because he figured out what was inside the egg, the age of spirit arts was born.
Exactly. Although there's still a lot we don't understand about spirits.
Like Maxwell being a busty 20-year-old. Bet even Professor Howe didn't see that coming.
Wow.
Ah, there's no beating big cities. So many interesting things for a grown man to see and do.
The lady of Charlton just walked right past me. Oh man, today's gonna be a good day. Who's this person? Charlton used to be a separate nation, but 20 years ago, with the Fen family in control of Rashagal, Charlton chose the path of unity, and the 2 countries became one. Since Charlton joined peacefully, it was recognized as an autonomous province with its own independent government. We people of Sheraton are proud of our special status. I guess this is the way I'm going, toward the Lord Manor's... whatever the heck. We're gonna take a quick break real quick, so I can get a drink and stuff, and we'll be right back in just a second. So stay tuned for more Tales of Xillia right after this. Stick around. Get my window open in here. It's getting cold in here now. Alright. We're back. Better than ever. You've bothered Hot Pocket long enough. Oh, you're heading out, Heavy D? Alright. Have a good night. We're gonna continue with more Tales of Xillia now. Let's head to the Lord Manor's gates. We're late for tea. Hello.
We've been waiting for you.
Wow. You live here?
Rashigo soldiers.
Wait.
Who's that guy?
Who was that?
Have our guests departed?
Now who's this?
Welcome back. Brought your friends, I see.
Klein, let me introduce you. Oh, I never got their names.
I hear you came to my sister's aid. I'm Klein Cheryl. I'm Drissel's older brother, as you've no doubt guessed.
Lord Klein is the governor here in Sherrilton.
Really? How rude of us to keep you waiting outside. Please, let's continue our conversation in comfort.
The governor and his sister.
I see. So you protected my sister from wasting her money on worthless trinkets again.
It's not worthless. Besides, I got a good deal and made some new friends in the bargain.
Wahey!
Nobody questions the talking doll.
Rowan, please look after our guests.
It would be my pleasure, sir.
I have some matters to attend to, if you'll excuse me.
I've got to run too.
Huh?
Nature calls. I better leave now before things get messy.
Ew. What does that mean?
So you're on some great journey, right? You simply must tell me all about your travels. I've never even been out of this town. I want to hear all about the faraway places you've been.
I've never been outside either. But then, Ellie became pals with Jude and everyone. We crossed mighty oceans and explored forbidden forests. We saw giant waves and toadstools that made everyone cry.
You actually sailed across the sea, Ellie? I've never even seen the sea before. What was it like?
It's vast and wild, teeming with dangerous creatures. There are giant octopuses pretending to be rocks.
Rock octopuses? You don't say! And fish and eels and clams. Oh, I've seen clams. The shells anyway. They sell shell jewelry in the shops in the plaza. It's all so gorgeous. That sounds really nice. I'll give you one of my favorite pieces as a present next time. As a token of our friendship.
Icky clams turned into pretty jewelry? This I gotta see!
So giving presents is a way to establish friendship?
Why yes. To the giver, a present is a symbol of trust. To the receiver, a present serves as a warm reminder of our friendship.
And getting stuff for free doesn't stink either.
I see.
It would appear my young mistress has made some very good friends. Make yourselves at home. Help yourself to tea and treats.
Tea and treats? Well, alright then. Party members changed. Oh, Jude's on his own. Let's talk to some people. Giselle and I are going out later to look at cute accessories together. You're absolutely adorable, Elise, but Tipo is way too cute. Of course, I can't help but wonder how a stuffed animal learned how to talk. That's all they have to say about that? They're like, well, that's funny.
You can't take your eyes off these things. You that into antiques?
No, not particularly. I'm simply fascinated by the illogical proclivity of humans to apply an abstract concept like beauty to everyday objects.
That's, pretty deep.
I've also been thinking about our current predicament. There's something to be said for hiding in plain sight, but we should not tarry here for long.
Yeah, we shouldn't overextend our stay. They've been so good to us already.
They've been so good to us already. We should leave the manor. We don't want to overstay our welcome. Oh, that's all she says. Are there any goodies sitting around here? I don't really know what we're doing here. Ooh. Is this the guest room where we'll be staying? It did say guest room, didn't it? What about this room? There's no item. Whoop. Scroll of Cheryl, Kresnik the Genesis Sage. In the beginning, chaos reigned over a formless void, but Kresnik the Genesis Sage did conquer this chaos. In his right hand, a lance of righteousness. In his left, a vessel for a shelled world. He set forth from the old lands and made a covenant with Maxwell, Lord of Spirits, and thus they did open the frontiers of the sacred realm, Res Maxima. Okay. So there's some backstory there. The view outside the window is kind of interesting. Alright, so there's nobody left to talk to or nothing else to do other than talk to Jeeves here.
I have been in the service of Lord Klein for about 2 years now. He is a fine ruler, despite his youth. He believes in freedom and equality for his people. If he has any real flaw, it's that he spoils Lady Dressel too much.
Oh. Is there anything that I could be of service? Then please do not hesitate to ask. Okay, well, where else am I supposed to go? Out the front door?
Klein, why the unfriendly face?
Uh-oh.
I'm afraid I can't permit you to leave just yet.
Is this
now
a trap?
that I know it was you, who infiltrated the laboratory in Fenmont.
Well, nuts.
What are you talking about?
Save your denials. Alvin told me everything.
He did what?
Now what? Will you hand us over to the military?
That double crosser.
No. I want to know what you saw in that facility.
Oh.
Rashigal has undergone dramatic changes, ever since Noctigal acceded the throne. Even those of us in the 6 ruling houses are not told of his activities.
The military is holding people captive and draining their mana to develop a new weapon.
Human experimentation? He would go that far? I'd like to believe you're lying, but all the pieces fit.
So Noctigal is the man behind the experiments? The king of Rashigal?
He would have to be. It's hardly hospitable to keep Drissel's friends captive in our home. But you must leave this city at once.
Well, okay.
Thank you, Lord Klein.
He seems like a nice guy. Does he have anything else to say? I wish we could have figured out Nashigal's plan sooner. I'm grateful for what you've told me so that I could see my mistakes. Yeah, well, that seems like a sensible guy. For whatever reasons you may have, sneaking into Fenmont's research center was an act of madness. By the time you realize what it meant to contend with King Nachigal, I fear it will be too late. Oh, Ellie, you and your friends didn't do anything wrong. It's sad to think I might not see you again. Yeah, we'll see. I'm sure we'll see each other again. They seem like important enough characters. Let's hit the road then. So I guess we...
Drissel's house sure is huge.
Yeah, this might be bigger than my entire school.
There's a bunch of kids in Cherylton's Plaza.
Looks like some of them are your age. Why not try to talk to them?
So I guess we technically also found out during that cutscene that Alvin sold us out. Freaking Alvin. Although, we didn't really get any trouble because of it, so maybe it's not a problem? Maybe he's not a bad guy. The governor of this city is such a wonderful man. Not only does he personally visit the local bakery to buy cakes, he even knows the names of everyone who works there. Oh, Lord Clyde. This road leads to Charlton's self-governing assembly, but it's been closed off at the orders of King Nachigal. No one's allowed to go through without his permission. Robble, robble, robble. My dad went off to work without the good luck charm I made him. He said it's going to be a really tough job that will last for months and months, so I made him a forest spirits charm to keep him safe. Please, would you deliver it to my daddy? Why not? He said he's going to take a boat to the Aladi Sea Haven. Please tell him I'll be a good girl, so don't worry and come home safely. We could do that. Lucky charm acquired. Wah, scary men took my mommy away. Okay, kid. What's happening over here? Rashigal seems to be making a show of its military power to pressure Lord Klein into giving up charlatans' autonomy. But if they think they can intimidate our Lord Klein like that, then they don't know him at all. These two little girls have side quests?
It was so pink and cute. Super cute. I've never seen anything so pink before. Super never.
What is it?
I was just wondering.
What the heck are they talking about?
You don't have to be scared. They're just children. Go on and ask them.
This is so weird.
Excuse me. What's the cute pink thing you're talking about? You were spying on us. We have nothing to say to spies.
No.
Super nothing.
Just give us a quick peek.
Whoa! That weird thing talked. What is it? Like super weird. He's not weird. He's Tipo. Tipo? Well, whatever. I'm still not gonna show the cute pink thing to someone like you. Fine. Ah, phooey. But if you can show us that you love the color pink, and prove you're a true pinkist, I may consider it.
Bingo.
Prove I'm a pinkist? How? By bringing us super rare things that are pink. For example, start with the peach berry blossom. Bring us one of those, then we'll talk. We'll super talk!
God, those girls are so annoying. Well, I guess we got another quest from that. Find Alvin, exterminate the threat. Give the feathers to that lady. Obtain a pink berry blossom. Hey, DK. Dad voice acting. Yeah. God, if you think those were bad, you should really see Baten Kaitos for the GameCube. That puts all of the voice acting I've ever seen to shame. Baten Kaitos is on the same level as House of the Dead. Like 2 and 3 and stuff. It's ridiculous. Is there anybody else to talk to? Here's somebody. Burbia Gorge is a liminal region where multiple spirit climbs collide. That makes it very dangerous. Dozens of people get hurt there every year. Oh. Yeah, Baten Kaitos is Namco. It's to be expected. That's pretty much true. Our chat delay must not, or video delay must not be too bad today. That was a pretty quick response. Yeah, I guess Sega and Namco are pretty much known to do pretty bad voice acting. Oh. Let me go back to the event list here. Set the current quest marker to be Find Alvin. I don't really know where Find Alvin is supposed to lead us, but maybe it's just back to the center of town. Oh, here's somebody else to talk to. Is it really true that Azul forces are moving towards the Sapstrath area? If they are, Cheryl's gonna be dead in their sights. Oh no. He's doing more carrier pigeon stuff. That's very suspicious. I think he's a spy.
Hey!
Yay!
Don't hey us!
Alvin! You tattletale! You jerk! You tattle jerk!
How much did Klein pay you to sell us out?
Sell you out? Such an ugly phrase. Money isn't the only currency, you know. It's no secret that Lord Klein is unhappy with the current government. If we want info, we have to give some in return. It's called a trade. I told him what I know, and he gave you some juicy info in return, right?
Not really.
King Noctigol of Rashigol is the man responsible for everything.
We could have
So
assumed
long as
that.
he remains alive, he could construct a second or third Lance of Kresnik.
You're going to assassinate the king?
What choice do I have? I can't allow him to continue, even if his death throws your country into chaos.
I suppose it's the lesser of two evils. We can't let him keep sacrificing innocent people for their mana.
Uh-oh. I think the guards noticed us.
Hey, you're the people from the wanted poster.
How can you
Whoops. I suppose strolling about wasn't the smartest idea.
Wind from the southwest, 2 meters per second. A nice breeze.
What are you doing here?
Please, allow me to handle this.
tell? Huh? Do I smell a party
Hey,
member?
Gramps, step out of the way before you break a hip.
He's a ninja.
Oh dear me. What a fearsome trio. A bit on the sloppy side, though. You two in the rear. Isn't your formation a little wide? If you stand so far apart, How will you help your comrades in a moment of crisis?
Shut up! Like we need your tactical advice.
And you, good sir, aren't you standing a little too far forward? From there, you might be able to catch me, but the good people behind me, on the other hand... There's a good soldier.
Yeah, what the...
Now, if you'll excuse me. Everyone please follow me.
What? He just freaking... Wow. That was cool.
Rowan, that was awesome! You sure showed those meanies!
Dear me. You misused the word awesome. It was merely a delay tactic.
Whatever it was, you saved us, Mr. Rowan.
Just Rowan is fine.
What do you need from us?
My, get right to the point. Indeed, I have a favor to ask of you.
Of us notorious criminals? This can't be good.
The King of Rashagal came to the manor earlier and ordered our citizens be drafted into service.
What? Noctigal was here?
Yes, the man you saw leaving by carriage earlier was King Noctigal himself.
So he's the King of Rashagal.
Why is he forcing people into his service?
Maybe he needs more experimental subjects?
My master couldn't abide seeing his people in danger. He set off to rescue them. But Noctigal is not one who takes disobedience lightly.
Is Dracel's brother in danger?
Undoubtedly, and I wish to rescue him. Will you assist me?
Any brother of a pal is a brother of mine, right, Ellie?
We can't turn a blind eye at this point. We should help.
Here we go again. For an honors student, you sure are lousy at learning lessons.
It's settled. We cannot allow Noctigal to proceed with any plan that involves using that weapon.
There's your answer.
You have my thanks. The people were taken to Burmia Gorge. We must make haste.
To Burmia Gorge. Do I have to take the Kulmar Trail to get there? Or the high roads? They didn't really tell us.
Klein's quite the fool, attempting to directly defy King Noctigal.
I too counseled him against it. But as you can see, he can be quite stubborn.
Hey! Stop saying mean things about Dracel's brother!
Klein is a good man.
He most certainly is. Never have I met a lord who cares more deeply for his subjects. Indeed, he was kind and gentle long before he was a lord at all. 2 years ago, when I had nowhere else to go, he was gracious enough to hire me on as his butler.
Sounds like he's really important to you.
Very much so.
And he's so cool. Way cooler than Alvin.
I beg your pardon. I didn't quite catch that.
I'm sure Klein is still safe.
Of that I have no doubt. No harm will befall him on my watch.
Okay. Well, he's definitely a party member.
You and Cheapo are always together, aren't you?
Because we're best friends.
And because Cheapo's so cute.
Really?
What? Of course he's cute.
Don't you think?
Well, he certainly isn't not cute, in a way that I can't quite put my finger on.
How can you not know? It's Cheapo.
Oh, it's his little horns. Those are super cute.
Those are ears.
For shame! You're terrible with kids.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that guy's totally a party member. If he's shown up in skits already, there's no way he's not a party member. But which way am I supposed to be going, even? Oh, well, there's your answer. Head through the Kulmar Trail to Burmia Gorge. We have the whole party back together. Oh, he's already a party member. I didn't even realize that. He is in the party. What does he do? He has Fireball, Splash, Rock Trine, and Severed Fate. So I guess he's a mage? He seems to be a mage. Let's do everyone's Lilium Orbs. Gain Assault 2 and Talon Storm. I don't know what those are, but those sound pretty good. Mila's gonna gain Momentary Gain. Magic Guard, Level Restore, Whirling Assault. Fire it up. Alvin gets Combo Siphon. What on earth does that do? Where's that one? Where the heck is Combo Siphon? Which one is Combo Siphon? There it is. Restore 1 TP for every 9 hits. Yeah, that's a thing. Wow, Rowan is getting a ton of stuff here. He's gonna get Assault, Knife Revenge, Earth Guard, Wind Guard. Do it. Auto level again, yes. He'll get Spirit and Reduction, March Waltz. And we've expanded again. Keep going. Assault 2, Conductor, Absolute Reduction. So does he have some, like, musical type theming going on here? Oh, cool, we can see the whole grid at once. Can I see, like, Conductor or something? Conductor, TP will not be consumed during art tuning. What the heck is art tuning? March Waltz is a regular skill. A fluid can continue a stream of attacks that resembles a waltz. Interesting. So, since I assume we can only have 4 people in the party at once, since Elise is our healer, I kind of want to keep Elise in the party. So I almost want to switch out either Mila or Alvin right now. And put one of them on the bench so we can try out Rowan. But who? I mean, I guess let's look at their arts real quick. Mila's also a caster. While Alvin is a melee fighter. So let's put Mila on the bench in exchange for Rowan. So now we'll roll with Jude, Rowan, Alvin, Elise. Leave Mila on the sideline. I got a title called Astute Thinker, somehow. We'll save our game and we'll be off. Alright. Oh man, that exploring music.
We've no time for this. Clear the way.
Here we go.
It's
Tutorial.
a fundamental tactic to switch in members who work best in a given situation. Use this opportunity to practice teamwork.
Press R3 to enter member switch mode. Pick a member to remove. And again to pick an character to add. Oh, that's cool. You can literally swap characters into battle.
So now it's my turn.
During the battle. You can switch party members during battle. That is awesome. This is the first time a Tales game has let you do that.
Familiar battlefield. I'll accompany you.
Let's link up with Rowan and see what he does. In fact, let's find out what he does. Show linked skills. Oh, R1, not L1. Stamina is the only thing he's got right now. I didn't equip any skills for him. That's my problem. I don't think I can do that from in the battle, so let's just beat up these monsters. These worm guys are kind of creepy. Dusk Shade, that's what they're called.
Always one step ahead. Understood. Always one step ahead.
I can still do better.
I can still do better. Why does every Tails character have that exact same stupid quote? Every Tails protagonist, I should say. Rowan's partner skill, Auto Magic Guard. Whenever you choose Rowan as a partner, whenever an enemy attacks with a Spirit Art, Rowan will activate a Magic Guard to automatically guard against the art. While the Magic Guard is effective, you can continue to move freely. Rowan makes for a great Link partner when battling against magic enemies, who frequently use Spirit Arts. That's pretty handy, actually. Cool. Before we move on, let me equip some skills on Rowan, because I didn't do that yet. We'll gear him for defense, as we do all of our characters. I just think that should probably make it easier. We'll save again and march forward. Yeah, being able to switch on the fly does give you big parties for battles, DK, you're right. Because you can kind of fine-tune your party as you're going, as long as everybody's equipped and ready to fight.
I guess even geezers like me are never too old for improvement.
Geezers.
You're going to Femmont to save your captured friends, right? We heard from Jude.
Friends? Oh, you mean the four.
They're not your friends?
Well, in a sense, they do help me accomplish the things I need to do.
Then they're your friends, just like us.
We'll help you too.
Everybody get a hand in.
To think I'd find myself on the receiving end of encouragement.
Yeah.
Forward.
So I guess these shades are probably magic enemies, right?
They won't get through.
Oh, I feel shielded when he went underground.
Understood.
That's a pretty good attack. I like that combo. Crazy death laser.
Alright.
See, for this enemy, so this is kind of cool. You can kind of switch out enemy or people on the fly.
Ready when you are.
So now I can swap her out for Mila. And that Mila's...
Big hands. Interesting. No wonder you pack quite a punch.
Thanks.
That's true. I wonder if somebody dies, if you could swap them out. I do wonder, because I assume they don't actually share health.
I hope I can get better.
Don't worry.
That's an interesting thing. I didn't even think of that, DK. That would be awesome. Wait, so there's two routes here. This is a circular path.
Please provide support. No breaks.
Oh, cool! And when you switch out party members during a battle, it doesn't affect your starting party. So the fact that I switched out Mila at the end of that last battle, it did not change the fact that I'm starting with Rowan and not Mila. I like that. That is super handy. Yeah, there's so many good things about this game.
I did it!
Yeah. So let me check real quick and see if I can figure out... There was a spot somewhere where you could see link darts, right? Here we go. Where are Rowan's? So if I use Cerberus Strike... Gosh, which one was that? I can get an Igneous Crush. If I use Demon Fist, he can use Splash Beam. I think that's what we did before. So those are the only two I can get with Rowan right now. Which one was Cerberus Strike? Okay, that's left-right with Circle. I always forget that one because that one looks exactly like a regular old attack. Doesn't even look different. Supple Ivy. I still have not unlocked a crafting system in this game, and I'm finding all these crazy items that seem like they should be used for crafting. Whoa. I really want to know what the crafting system is in this game.
So, Elise, do you know what you want to do when you grow up?
Not really.
Ellie doesn't want to grow up.
Oh, why is that?
If I grow up, people will laugh at me for holding Tipo.
We wouldn't laugh. After all, Tipo's your friend.
He's right. Go ahead and grow up. You've got nothing to worry about.
Really?
Cross my heart.
That's great, Ellie. Now you can grow up and get married like you wanted.
Shh. That's a secret.
Oh, who do you want to marry?
Nobody.
And there she goes.
Jeez, old guy creeping on her. What the heck? Ah! I like how you can still get behind enemies, even though they're chasing you. That's probably one of my favorite parts. Oh, yeah, the ideal Link partner is Jude, the guy I'm controlling. Well, that's handy. Because I'm him. Oh, I got knocked over.
Understood.
Looks like Rowan's busting out some decent magic so far. Rowan reminds me of Tina. She's got some pretty good knife attacks.
The only way?
Oh, that's cool. Mila's up there, the upper left of the screen there. So it shows her health and level ups as well. That's pretty cool. I like to think the old guy was just playing along. I assume you're referring to that skit where he was creeping on her. Yeah. Probably. They like to have a sense of humor in these games. This is a rather winding area. Oh, that other area's a dead end too. Alright, let's go this way. Let's see what's back here. I feel like this game has much more incentive to kind of explore and just fight random monsters than the other Tales games does. I don't know why exactly. What? Why did I get it? Oh, I know that one. Igneous Crush, right.
Understood.
Splash Beam.
Sharing is caring. Go, Tipo! Sharing is caring.
Oh, I got a full meter. That'll make the next battle go really quick.
Victory. Well done, everyone.
Victory. When someone just randomly declares victory like that, it reminds me... I always just think of the TF2 announcer. I feel like there should be cheering right after they say it.
I'm here.
Understood.
Igneous Crush! Rowan! Igneous Crush!
Go, Tipo! Sharing is caring.
Now! Rowan! Underblade!
Very impressive. You too. I believe we show great promise.
It's a kind of bizarre victory thing there. I think we show great promise. Let's do a handshake. I found a secret tunnel. A secret chest. A mysterious jewel. Because like there's stuff like there's so many items like that in the game where it's just like who knows what that's for. Like There's got to be a crafting system. They haven't showed me it yet. This way. Sneaky, sneaky. No! Oh, he turned around. The ideal partner. Xillia. What? Why can't I link? I'm linked with Mila. There we go. Of course, I used it on an enemy that was almost dead already. God, these enemies are getting strong enough. The final gale doesn't even get close to killing them. That makes me kind of sad. Final gale was always like a one-hit kill at the beginning of the game.
And finished.
Yep, that's right. God, I'm trying to think of who Alvin is voiced by. I can't remember the guy's name, but I'm pretty sure he did the main character from, he did Yuri from Vesperia, I think. And, her title, Combo Maker. A secret thingy! How do I get it? I got a black dog's tail. God, this game would be so crazy to play with all the accessories on all the characters. They give you so many accessories in this game compared to earlier Tales games. Like in Graces, all I got was the watermelon and like one other thing. But in this one, I already have all of these things. I have 5, 6, 7, 8 things already. And I think that would be hilarious for a New Game Plus or something. So far, this game is impressing me quite a bit with all that crazy stuff. The main character almost sounds like Troy Baker, but isn't? Really? You think Jude sounds like he's... Okay, Alvin, yeah. Yeah, exactly. He sounds kind of like Troy Baker. Nice sneak up on this guy. No. Come on out in the open. Dang, didn't quite get the quick attack. Splash beam. You know, everyone talks about how good the combat was in Tales of Graces, and I agree that they did some good stuff in Graces, but I think this game's combat is more fun already. It feels a little bit more like the older Tales games, but all of this Link stuff and being able to switch out party members and all that, it really adds to it. Adds to it quite a bit. It seems like each Tales game that I play, at least gameplay-wise, I like more than the previous one. Oh, which way was I going? This way? Yeah. Hey, a dead end with nothing in there. That's cool. You thought I struggled with Graces. Well, definitely towards the end, but I think part of that was because the ending of the game that I played was basically post-game content. Technically, the final boss was when you fight frickin'... what's his nuts? I can't even remember his name. Because then at the... What was his name? Whatever the spirit that ended up inside of the main character's head was, or whatever. He was the real final boss of the game, and everything else was post-game content, which seemed to just up the difficulty even more. Until the like final boss of the DLC was that I don't know, Nature Queen or whatever, the Little Queen or whatever her name was. She.
Well done, everyone.
Well done. She seemed even harder because that was like, you know, post-game, so it just kept ramping up as you get further and further into post-game. So, I'm really surprised I beat that as quick as I did. Got him. Let's take out Mr. Wolf first here.
They won't get through. They won't get through.
I feel like I should save my combo meter for a stronger enemy.
Impressive. Always one step ahead.
Why am I getting all those AC bonuses?
Sharing is caring.
Remember that practice makes perfect.
Okay, demon fist, demon fist, demon fist.
I was referring to physical training.
Ah, right. Sorry.
He's just practicing calling out his attacks over and over again.
There's always room for improvement.
Alright, not bad.
Yeah. Not bad at all. So, there's this weird little spot off to the side on the map, which must have a... Oh, is that the tunnel right there? I was like, it must have a tunnel somewhere. A little secret grove here. There's only one monster in it. It's so easy to back attack these guys. I tells ya. Let's put Mila in here. These wolf guys are kind of tough.
Go, Tipo! Sharing is caring.
All right, nice job.
This guy has no ideal link partner, which makes me kind of sad. He's weak against water and... What's yellow? Is yellow earth?
Was this really the only way?
Wow, I can't believe we got 5 party members already. Probably only gonna get 1 or 2 more in the whole game. Alright, chest contains orange soup. Those are literally orange slices in a soup. Okay. That's something, I guess. What was the description for orange soup? I didn't read it. Orange soup increases EXP and Gald by 15% and duration for 4 battles. I haven't used any of these food items yet. They seem like they'd be useful later in the game. When I want to grind or something. I got a pure white puffball. Okay. Let's go this way because it looks like a dead end.
Who's first?
Screw it, let's just frickin'... What? I think there's a bug when you,
Aerial fire!
I think there's a bug when you switch out party members where even though it says you're linked, I don't think you're actually linked until you hit the link button again. Because I swapped out Mila,
Really the only way?
and I couldn't use any link arts until, You're gonna go play Hyrule Warriors? I can see why you're obsessed with it. I am having a great time with that game as well. I actually can't wait till I play it some more. So, have fun with that, DK. Thanks for stopping by. I got a Lover of Links is the title I just got. That's cool. There's like a rock here that I can't walk across. Why would they do that? Ooh. So all these useless items. I really want to know what they're for.
I'll handle this.
Oh my god. These guys are a pain in the butt.
Provide support. Provide support.
Why is Alvin attacking that other one anyway? Let me check his strategy real quick. Because I'm pretty sure everybody is supposed to... Ooh. Target enemies that use spirit arts first. I didn't know you could do that. So, like, why was Alvin attacking that other one? Because I clearly have him set on focused attacks. Which should make him attack the same when I'm attacking. That's very clearly not what he was doing.
I can still do better.
I can still do better. Alright, this is a dead end with... Oh, he caught me from behind. Crap.
I'll accompany you. You're safe. You're safe. Demon Fist! Rowan! Understood. They won't get through. It's not working? That's one! Understood. Try water!
I don't know what's filling up that meter so quick. Seems like when Rowan's out, the meter just rockets to the top.
They won't get through. All right. Fantastic. They won't get through. Roar them. Now. Rowan. Understood. Igneous crash. Now. Very impressive. You too. I believe we show great promise.
Yeah. I bet we're gonna save the world someday. Soul Tapper. Ooh. $4,000.
Stay on guard. The enemy could be all around us.
Yes, ma'am.
How about we take a break? Would anyone care for tea?
This is hardly the time for tea.
Whatever do you mean? Here, I've steeped some of my finest blend.
Well, a moment's rest then. But stay vigilant.
This is good. It tastes like sunshine.
It's wonderful. Not just the flavor, but the aroma too.
It's my own special mix. The aroma comes from dried fruit peels.
That's peculiar. After just one cup, I feel completely energized.
I'm better than ever!
Such is the magic of good tea and idle conversation.
Wow. Alright. Well, let's continue heading for the next zone. Jeez, this guy wants to fight bad. Let's give him what he wants. Ow.
Rain down the black of light.
Time to go to work.
Don't get lazy, okay?
Understood. They
Take out that
get
stupid
through.
punk.
Always one step ahead. They won't get through. Always one step ahead. Demon Fist! One! Understood. Try one!
Not bad.
They need more victory quotes that use multiple characters. So far, there haven't been a whole lot of them, but I know Vesperia and Grace has kind of ramped them up more over time, so...
Saved by Rowan once again.
Yeah, I don't even worry about enemy spirit arts anymore.
Though I'm just honored that my old geezer tricks could be of use to you.
You really are one handy geezer. I feel like we youngins ought to be bowing our heads in thanks.
Oh, we should.
Thank you, honored elder.
Oh my, no need for that. This is getting a little embarrassing.
Very well then. I'll simply pat you on the head. You did good.
Mila? Rowan isn't a child.
That takes me back to my youth. Such happy memories. I'll keep doing my best.
What? It's actually working?
You did good. Oh, Mila. Oh. I think these guys should take fall damage when they fall from up high like that. Demon Fang.
Onward.
You alright? Not a bad battle. Let's save and see what the next area has in store. Kumar Trail. I think next we're headed to the, whatever the heck, Gorge. Burmia Gorge.
I've never seen anything like this.
This is one of the few liminal regions in Rashagal.
Meaning... it's not subliminal?
You don't expect us to climb this, do you? I don't even have hands!
I think he can fly. Uh-oh.
Look out!
Assassins. Crappy assassins that can't hit things.
The military?
I suppose they don't want people seeing what they're up to here. Can you handle it?
I can't, I'm pinned down.
Oh! Super Pals! Do something!
We need a distraction.
I'll draw the shooter's attention. You take care of the rest.
You're gonna be the bait? That's quite dangerous.
It'll be fine. Trust me.
Very well. We'll leave this to you.
Thanks.
Leave it to him. All he's gonna do is distract him. The rest of everybody's the people that have to do something. Shouldn't he be shot already?
How the hell did he dodge that? What?
Thank you.
Sudden dramatic saves are my specialty. It's a mercenary thing.
Wait, did he snipe her weapon? That assassin's weapon out of her hand or
That
something?
feeling again. The same one from Fenmont.
Huh? Uh-oh. Hidden research? The heck? Oh, God.
What?
Oh, no.
Lord Klein. So they were performing experiments on humans.
Stop. It'll tear your hand right off.
This device is just like the one that killed Professor House in the laboratory.
Are they trying to build a Spyrex weapon here too? They shouldn't be so easy to make.
Oh. The DV-Wop she stole.
Mila?
So this is why they gave up the search for us. A bit of knowledge is a big danger to these people.
The channeling circle being generated here isn't a closed type. I would assume the surplus spirit energy is flowing out from the top. If we enter the cavern from the top of the gorge and destroy the core producing the spirit arts,
Then we can save everyone.
Let's go.
Interesting. All that stuff they saw in the cutscene, how were they able to see it from here?
Whatever this crazy experiment is, do you really think King Noctigal himself is going to be running the show?
I do not know. The Noctigal of old would have fought on the front lines instead of dealing with intrigue behind the scenes.
Is that right?
Noctigal's a blue blood, but he didn't shy away from combat as he climbed the military chain of command. Although lately it looks like he's been more busy with political fights for power.
A pity to see him change so greatly.
What was that?
Please disregard my ramblings. Regardless, Lord Klein is a great threat to Noctigal. Nothing is more threatening to a dictator than another individual with both wealth and growing popularity.
So we'll have a way in if we rescue Klein. A way to break up the party, so to speak. So here we are in Burmia Gorge, and I think here is where we're going to have to stop for tonight. Next time we'll find out if we can climb to the top, get in there, and save everybody. So I hope you guys had fun watching Tales of Xillia tonight. I had a great time playing it. We made some good advances, got some new party members, some new gameplay mechanics, and it was a great time. So tune in tomorrow. We'll be doing some more Fallout New Vegas. That's what it's called. As well as Minecraft. It's Minecraft Monday, as always. After that, we'll probably be switching off in the circulation here with both Tales of Xillia, Fallout New Vegas, and also Hyrule Warriors, which we started this past weekend. I've been having a great time with that. So, tune in for any of those games. Remember to hit that follow button, subscribe on YouTube, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, everybody.